Right, Joe, Saturday we've got Derby County. Last time we played in, they're in very good form. Slipped up a little bit as the pressure mounts in the season. What should we be expecting?
They're a good side, and obviously, they're chasing a promotion. We know from the game at Pride Park earlier on the season, what a good side they are, and obviously with McGoldrick and Collins, two really good strikers at the top of the pitch. So, we've been quite mean in recent weeks in terms of limiting the opponent to opportunities, and let's hope that continues now as we run into some of the big boys in the division. And
looking at ourselves, for a Bristol Rovers player to be in the top 3 players of the season on a short list of Player of the Year must make you very proud.
Oh, look, I think Aaron deserves all the credit that comes his way. Whether he goes on to win it or not, for me, it'd be nice if he does. But again, I think the fact that we're not in a position to get promoted, and the other 2 nominees on there are, shows how well he's done, and I think. He's been outstanding this season. We're hoping he can finish the season really strong and add to his assist and goal tally. But again, he's had a marvellous calendar year. But for the first season in League One, I think he's rightly nominated. And as I say, let's hope he can finish the season strong and win it.
And he's had his first kind of rest, if you like, for the whole season for the last couple of weeks ago. How did that affect him in training?
No, he's fine. As I say, he got a kick on the top of his foot, so. Everybody kind of, when we had a little bit of an enforced break, everybody had a chance to settle. Aaron had a bang on his foot just before the break, came back in, and lo and behold, one of his best mates, Anthony Evans, is not renowned for his tackling, and just an innocent collision, and as Sod's Law would kind of have it, right on the same sore spot on his foot. So, the Easter period came at us thick and fast. Tactically, we want to do a few things, give us the opportunity just to get a little bit of a breather into us for one game, and for us, as I say, we've got a good side now, and a competition for places is hotting up. But we've got some good games, and again, we'll find out a lot about our group in this next period.
I think if you look in the season as well, you've got to be fair and say you can count on one hand the amount of opposition teams that have actually turned us over. I think Derby would probably be in that category. Does that add a little bit of extra incentive for us on Saturday?
Yeah, I think to go to Pride Park, and people forget, the Wednesday night we'd been at Hillsborough and give a great account of ourselves. Obviously, Ryan Loft picked up an injury in that game, Lewis Gibson picked up an injury in that game, and we had to chop and change a little bit, not using it as an excuse, but Derby had a 24-hour recovery window, and obviously they already carried a bigger squad than us, and there was just small marginal gains. We got off to a really slow start. Hooley played left centre half in that game. James Connolly came back from injury with 30 minutes to go in that game, and there was some good signs. We lost the game 4-2, and they really caught us from the jump. That didn't give us the platform to build, but then once the lads settled and kind of realised where we were, there was lots of positives to take out the game, albeit we didn't manage to get 3 points. So look, we're a completely different outfit this time, but I think they are, and obviously pressure and the expectation that's on Derby. They have to get promoted. If you spend 12, 14, 15, 18 million, whatever these kind of top end League One sides have got as a budget, the expectation is to get out the division, and 3 teams are going to get out the division, and there's going to be a couple of big sides that they're going to have the opportunity next season, or the pressure next season to try and get the job done. And from our perspective, we're going to have a massive say in that running. We want to test ourselves to see the work we've got to do to hopefully one day be a promotion thinking team.